I've been wanting to do a video with my glasses on, but I can't. The glare though. Hi everyone, it's Kenya aka Tamon Rebel, and I'm here with it's not a review. I am just going to be talking about some pros and cons of a show I just finished watching, simply for the fact, I want to give y'all content. And I'm a lazy person, just to give y'all some type of, say how I feel about a show or something like that. And I may not have anything very profound to say about it. So these are just gonna be like some things I liked and some things I disliked. That's it. Full reviews usually consist of me analyzing characters, what I liked and disliked about the characters. Pros and cons usually come at the end, and I talk about how I like and dislike the story. So this is just definitely just going to be pros and cons from now on when it's about shows that I don't have a complete attachment to, and they usually going to get like a 7 or 8 out of me. Just very average shows. Let's get started. Okay, so the show in question today that has gotten a 7. I believe I rated a 7 out of 10 for basically average upon average. And I didn't have much expectations for the show. Granted, I thought it was a Nuno romance, but it actually wasn't. And she's only a year older than him. That's not a Nuno romance, but I rest my case. So this show is called Sanbe 그 립스틱 바르지 마요, or in English, Sanbe, don't wear that lipstick, or aka She Would Never Know. It's a JTBC drama. It has 16 episodes and it aired from January 18th to March 9th. I had to ask myself, why is this named this? And in the first episode, he literally says, Sanbe, don't wear that lipstick. And I was like, y'all had to put the title of the show in the show, which shows me y'all didn't really think much of the title of the show. And then the other part, the AK, also known as She Would Never Know, doesn't even apply for the later half of the show. So the title for this show baffles me. And it was so corny. I don't know. It stars Won Jina, Rowoon, Lee Hyun-wook, and Lee Ju-bin. Okay, let me get to the point of this video. I have 3 pros and 2 cons, and we're just gonna talk about those, and then this video's over. See, it's simple, right? So the first pro is that the main couple is cute. Won Jina and Rowoon have really nice chemistry. They're pretty mellow. The kissing scenes are great. They actually kiss, it's nothing fake, even though Rowoon is in SF9 and he's an idol, but the kissing scenes are actually very great. Oh, but my favorite thing about them is the height difference. So Rowoon is 6'3" is 6'3". I was about to say in real life. No, duh. He is 6'3". Gina is 5'4". There's this thing, and it's a thing that they call gentleman legs, I think is what it's called. But if you watch a lot of dramas, you know what I'm talking about. Where if you're like super tall, if you're a super tall dude, you spread your legs so the camera angle can help you be courteous to your female actress who's probably a much shorter height than you. I don't know if he ever did it, maybe for certain scenes, but Rowoon literally towers over Gina, and it is the cutest thing ever. She is so small. She's such a small little woman, and it's like, oh my gosh. And then I started thinking, my boyfriend is like 6 foot, somewhere around there. I'm 5'2". Is this how I look? Do I look like a very small being to everyone else? The height difference was so cute. He literally just swallowed her up. It was so cute. Okay, the second pro is that I enjoy the family sibling relationship with the Che siblings, which are Rowoon's older sisters and himself. He's the youngest out of the 3 of them, and his older sister isn't married and his middle sister is married. They both go through their own storylines. Then the middle sister storyline is, I wish they explored that more. That's part of the cons. But I really just enjoy that outside of work, Rowoon had a life. He had a great chemistry with his family. He had friends to go out drinking with. That was like one of the main things I enjoyed about him as a character. but unfortunately that's not how I felt for the whole drama. Once again, I'll get to that. The third pro is, I'm sorry if I don't want to spoil it. Actually, it's not really spoiling, but the third pro is that I like the change in dynamic at the end. So you don't know why she has to do this, so I'm not going to count it as a spoiler. But at the beginning, Rowan is chasing after Rowan's character is chasing after Gina's character, and for various reasons he does what he has to do. Things happen, they get together, but at the end there's something that happens and she has to win him back. And it's like, you never get to see the dynamic like that in kind of slice of life realistic shows. They kind of just time skip and just leave you with an open ending. But this show doesn't do that to you, and you now get to see what happens after, where most dramas leave off at the open ending. So that is a pro. If you want to watch why I liked it, you have to watch the whole show, because this happens at the very end. Okay, so I'm going to move on to cons. Con number 1 coincides with my pro number 2, where I said I like that Rowan's character had a life outside of work. My first con is that everyone's lives revolves around work. It's not one of those shows where, for instance, if you watch my run-on currently watching, I listed that I really enjoy that you get to know the characters outside of their job. What they do when they're not working, what they do when they're tired, what they do when they're happy and actually, go for a walk or go to the movies. The small things like that are what counts to me in slice of lives, and this did none of that. Everything they did surrounded work. So Rowan and Gina's character was always together at work. When they were outside of work, they talked about work. And then when they had issues, it was always something because of work and who they knew at work. So it was like, where am I getting to know these characters outside of, work? So when it came to having to invest my time into these characters, the character development was just really messy. I did not get any type of connection with the characters because everyone was at work. So con number 2 is the fact that they included so many stories and then couldn't amount to what those stories' potentials were. It's biting off more than you can chew. That's basically what they did. And I've seen it happen plenty of times with great shows who just can't continue with the story that is actually driving the show, or they make the side stories way more interesting than the actual story. And that's one of these instances where all the side stories were actually a lot more interesting than the main story. I'm not utilizing a good story and going with it instead of just putting it there, saying, here, take with it what you will. And it's like, well, I couldn't take anything with it because by the end of the show, you wrapped it up in 2 minutes, and here I am now left wondering what more could have happened if you actually explored that story more, but you didn't. So yeah, those were the 3 pros and the 2 cons. I guess as a quick summary, the first one is that the couple was really cute. Second, I love the dynamic of the Che siblings. Third, I like the switch up of dynamic of girl chasing guy instead of guy chasing girl at the end. The 2 cons, they could have utilized a lot of the stories better, and they had too much work relationship drama instead of actual individual outside of work stuff going on for me to get to know the characters. I guess the message that I would have taken from this whole show if I was doing like a regular review, so I'm just going to say it here, is that no matter how hard you try, your heart can still get broken, so even if you really want to be with this person, the other person might think differently, and it can even if you try your dang hardest, it could still end in heartbreak, and the only thing you can do is learn from it and become a better person. So that's the message I got from this show. Overall, like I said, I gave it a 7 out of 10, so it was really average. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anything amazing. It has such potential. I enjoyed the ride. It was very chill. It was very cute. And, will I watch it again? No. But I would recommend for people giving it a chance to continue on and just enjoy what it gives to you, but don't expect much from it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope to give you more of these short videos, give you more content soon. And if there's any shows you would like to recommend for me to watch that you would just want my opinion on, Put them down in the comments, and you can also find me on my drama list also as Tamon Rebels. So hit me up on there if you also want to talk about shows. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. I will see y'all next time.